All right. Let's see what they got to say. Biden and Harris. So, Biden is still alive, because there he is. Oh my God, here she is.
Can we please applaud Judy? I love you back. It's good to see so many friends. It is good to see so many friends. And I want to thank you. Thank you.
All they got to talk about is lowering drug costs. Oh my God.
Thank you. And I know we all thank Judy for sharing her story. I think we all know it takes a very special person who has dedicated over 40 years of their life to do the work that Judy has done as a nurse, that work being what? To care about other people in a way that is about lifting them up and caring about their well-being. So Judy, we thank you so very much for being here today. I want to recognize the incredible Governor Wes Moore. Who's here with Don and his son. And Wes, I'm so thankful to you for all that you do in service to our nation in so many different ways, and your friendship, but in particular, to share such a personal story as you have, and I know it takes a lot out of you to share that story, but to do it in a way that is about lifting up other people and helping, hopefully, others who are not in this room, understanding how real people are impacted every day about this issue and by this issue. Thank
you. Lord help us if she gets elected.
I want to recognize the people of our administration, including Secretary Becerra, who is here. The bold administrator, Brooks LaSure, who is here.
Yay, everybody's here.
My dear friend and former colleague, Senator Ben Cardin. Representative Barragan, the chair of the Congressional Hispanic Caucus. And Representative Mfume for all of your years of leadership. And I want to recognize your next United States Senator, Angela Also Brooks.
All right. Come on, start telling us what you're going to do.
And I've worked with her over the years. I'm telling you, Marilyn, you're going to do a great thing when you send her to the United States Senate.
Tell us what you're going to do.
And of course, I could speak all afternoon about the person that I am standing on this stage with.
Actually, we want to hear what you have to say, not what he has to say. Oh my God. I'm annoyed already. I don't know, is that too loud? Yeah.
Our extraordinary President Joe Biden. And he's going to speak in a minute, but there's a lot of love in this room for our president.
Well, what are you going to say? I don't want to hear what he has to say. I want to hear what you have to say.
I think it's for many, many reasons, including few leaders in our nation have done more on so many issues, including to expand access to affordable health care than Joe Biden. And today we take the next step, thank you, Joe, forward in our fight.
Thank him for what? Thank you for gas prices being through the roof, grocery prices being through the roof.
Every senior in our nation should be able to live with security, stability, and dignity.
Oh my God, they always go for the seniors.
So in the United States of America, no senior should have to choose between either filling their prescription or paying their rent. That's the subject of today.
They need to buy food too.
Because we know for far too long, far too many of our seniors have struggled to afford their medication.
This is pathetic.
And as a result, seniors have been forced to spend their time trying to figure out how they are going to be able to fill a prescription like insulin based on the doctor's prescription, which is about saving their life, or whether they'd have to ration their pills to be able to make it stretch through a month.
This is horrible.
And why, we all know, but let's ask, why are prescription drugs so expensive? I will tell you.
Well, y'all were with Pfizer?
Big reason is for years, Big Pharma has often inflated the price of life-saving medications.
Is anybody buying this? Is anybody buying this crap?
Many times what it would cost to make just to increase their profits. And millions of Americans have suffered as a result. My entire career, I have worked to hold bad actors accountable and lower the cost of prescription drugs. As Attorney General of California, I took on pharmaceutical companies
we know what California looks like because of you.
And illegally inflating the cost of drugs.
Oh, my God.
And we won billions of dollars. As a United States Senator, I fought to pass laws that would make health care more affordable and accessible for all Americans.
Go free.
And as Vice President, together with Joe Biden, our president.
Yeah, and the border's a disaster because of you.
We finally addressed the long-standing issue that for years
was
one of the biggest challenges on this subject, which was that Medicare was prohibited by law from negotiating lower drug prices.
This is painful.
And those costs then got passed on to our seniors. But not anymore.
Oh, my God. What about the border? What about crime?
2 years ago, we gave Medicare the power to negotiate lower prescription drug
prices. Is this all they got?
For the first time in
history.
This
is all they got, y'all.
And here
this is all they got.
Why that matters. It is nearly impossible for a patient to negotiate lower prices by themselves. Just think about that. Somebody who needs the medication, who may be suffering from a serious illness, that they would by themselves be able to negotiate against a big drug company to lower that prices.
It's
virtually
pathetic.
Impossible.
This is
one
horrible.
person against a huge corporation.
Oh, my God.
But Medicare represents more than 65 million people.
Oh, these poor people.
And so Medicare has
listening to this rubbish
power. And now Medicare can use that power to go toe-to-toe with Big Pharma and negotiate lower drug prices.
Border, food.
Thank you, Joe.
Oh, my God. Are you kidding me? This is pathetic. This is pathetic.
And this is to the benefit of not only tens of millions of people on Medicare, but also millions of Americans on Medicare who have long-term disabilities. And understand, as a result of our negotiations, the government...
Do you guys really think that this is going to work? With the border being a disaster? Him have the mandates on electric cars? They've already mandated lawnmowers, weed eaters, and all that crap in California. A lot of them are going to get out of business because they can't afford to buy all the new crap. Plus, they can keep the stuff they have, but once it breaks down, they can't buy a gas-powered lawnmower in California. So I don't know if they'll get fined if they go to next door to a state and then bring it back, but This is pathetic. And Biden coming in here for her? How is this going to help her campaign?
Government will also pay less than for prescription drugs. And think about what that means in terms of helping taxpayers save money, whether or not they take these medications. So all of this is to say, 2 years ago as vice president, I was proud to cast the tie-breaking vote that sent the bill.
If she did anything, that's all she did.
That gave Medicare
and I ain't even buying that.
Negotiate and let it get to the president's desk. And I was proud when our president Joe Biden signed that bill into law.
Yeah, you better let him talk before he has to take a nap.
In the 2 years since, we've been using this new power to lower the price of life-saving medications, and now to announce the result of those negotiations. It is my eternal and great, great, great
Yeah, she better let him speak. He's been standing there too damn long.
With this most
and why would he stand there while she's talking?
An American and leader.
This doesn't make any sense.
Joe Biden.
Oh my God. I hit the wrong button. Yeah.
Drugs. In the 2 years.
The company worked for.
Oh, here we go. Yeah. I suck. Why would she introduce him? She's the one running for president. Why wouldn't they all speak and then she speaks? Whatever. Or she just gets on and tell us what the hell she's going to do. This is pathetic so far. Damn. This is just horrible. What a great job she did with the pharmaceutical for the medicine for the elderly people. And then she's going to run on a record for California is a dumpster fire. Oh my God. This is pathetic. And this poor guy had to stand there for what? 10 minutes? While she's with blah, 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 blah. And then he gets on. And why is he... This is crazy, people. Crazy. Oh, my God. I don't see how this helps her. I want to hear what is she going to do about the border, which I don't even know if she can stand on that.
Thank you, Kamala.
Jesus.
Well, I love you guys, too. I've been waiting for this moment for a long, long time.
I don't think it's deep fake. That's him.
I sponsored a bill to let Medicare negotiate the price of drugs.
Oh, good Lord.
It was in 1973 as a freshman senator with a guy named Frank Church from the state of Idaho. Folks,
Jesus.
I have an incredible partner.
Biden stories.
She's going to make one hell of a president.
Oh, jeez. How? She didn't tell us shit.
Thank you for sharing your story. It's a familiar one for far too many Americans. People like my dad used to lay in bed at night when they lost his insurance in the company worked for.
Oh, my God.
Staring at the ceiling. Literally, we've all experienced, people have experiences. Wondering, what in God's name happened if my wife gets breast cancer? Or if I get sick?
God.
Or my children get seriously ill? What happens? What in God's name, how can we pay for the drugs, prescription drugs? I'm serious, these are the discussions. You know it. Do we have enough insurance? Can we afford the medical bills? We'll have to sell the house to get a second mortgage. There are discussions that took place in my house and your house. Come on.
Oh, my God, a Biden story. It probably never happened.
I both get it.
Jesus.
You know it isn't just about health care.
Oh, my God.
It's about your dignity. No, it's about your dignity. It's about peace of mind.
Okay.
It's about security. It's about taking care of your family. It's about giving folks just a little bit more breathing room. That's all. Look, I believe that health care should be a right, not a privilege in America.
We're going to run out of breathing room if the border just keeps staying wide open. Be asshole to belly button with foreigners, illegals from all over the world, for Pete's sake.
And Cam and I are here today to make a major announcement on our efforts to lower the extraordinary high prescription drug prices. Before I do, I want to thank Governor Wes Moore and members of Congress.
Oh my God, this is terrible.
I served in the Senate for 270 years. I know I only look 40, but I'm a little bit older. The longest time I was too damn young because I was only about 29 when I got elected.
I hope y'all caught that. 270 years.
But I'll tell you one thing in between. One of the finest, most decent men I've ever worked with. And I think of integrity, Ben Cardin. Stand up, Ben. Stand up. I really mean it. I measure the people I work with by their integrity. He does what he says and says what he does. Look, folks, also, Nanette Barragan, for the longest time, she tried to pretend with me she was Irish. Her name Barragan. She's a great friend, and she's one of the great leaders in this country for the Hispanic community. Congressman Fume, where are you? Stand up, man. I've never once gone to this man and asked for help, and I haven't gotten it. Not one single time. Thank you, pal. Thank you.
Good Lord. He helped you? Well, he didn't help you do shit.
Senator.
Oh, Lord, help us.
Where is she? It's a hell of a lot easier job than being a county executive. I was a county official. They expect you can solve every problem. You don't have the authority to do it. You don't have enough money.
I think this man has done every job there is. He was once a county official. He's done everything.
Well, I'm looking forward. I told her I campaigned for or against whichever helped the most. Along with members of my administration, Javier Becerra, HHS, Administrator Brooks LaSalle, CMS administrators here today. And let me say something. We're all thinking about my good friend, and he is a really good friend for a long time, Steny Hoyer. He represents the western shore of Delaware. Y'all think we're kidding. We have that fight all the time. I wish.
So far, been 20 minutes into this. Just her. Now, I skipped stuff in the beginning. 20 minutes of this, and they haven't told us shit other than we're going to lower some prescriptions. Not the bonfire disaster that they've created at the border, mandating electric cars. They haven't told us anything. How are they going to get us out of this crap? Nothing. This is horrible. This is horrible. At least when you hear a Trump rally, he's saying, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. Boom, 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 boom. He's just knocking it out of the park. Like, this is what we're going to do. This guy hasn't said crap, and neither did Harris.
Wish him a speedy recovery. Understand he's doing well.
My God.
Folks,
tell us something.
This is a fight all of us have been fighting for a long time, taking on Big Pharma. We pay more for prescription drugs. It's not hyperbole. We pay more for prescription drugs than any advanced nation in the world. I could take you out on Air Force One, and if you have a prescription from a drug company in America, and fly you to Toronto, Canada, fly you to Paris, France, fly you to Belgium, fly you anywhere around the world, and get you the same prescription filled for the same company for 40 to 60% less than we pay for it here. Too many Americans can't afford the drugs they badly need for life and death. So they skip doses, cut pills in half, forego prescriptions entirely.
Oh my God, he's repeating what Kamala said. Okay, great. You're going to lower drug prices. Great. All right, move on. Something else. They still can't afford food. I have some elderly friends, some friends I grew up with. Their parents are still alive. My parents are both gone, by the way. And a while back, she told me she can't even buy eggs. She didn't say shit about her prescription.
Because the prescription drugs are totally unaffordable. The woman you all met, the nurse you just met, she's paid $900 a month.
Jesus.
Well, guess what, man? She's going to pay nowhere near that. 9,000. She's going to pay, guess what? Beginning January, every single prescription drug she has, including, God forbid, if she needs a really expensive drug like a cancer drug. Maximum she ever has to pay is $2,000, period. But that's why from the time I was in the Senate, I worked tirelessly to give Medicare the power to negotiate lower drug prices, just like the Department of Veterans Affairs. In fact, I was reminded by staff today, one of the first major bills I worked on was in 1973. I co-sponsored legislation led by Senator Frank Church that let Medicare negotiate
oh my God.
the cost of drugs.
There we go.
1973, this fight's been going on. You know, the VA pays, as they should, 50% less than Medicare because VA can negotiate the prices.
Yeah, let's talk about the VA.
But for years, Big Pharma blocked Medicare from negotiating lower drug prices.
So he can bring up VA, but you have all these illegals coming in, taking up all the resources in New York, all these other places, California, and the VA people are still on the damn street sleeping. Homeless. There's no excuse. You just spent billions of dollars on these illegals in all these cities, and we still have a VA problem? Now you're going to tell me the VA is going to get a little break with their medicine? Come on, man. Come on.
Consequence, they're able to maintain the exorbitant price increases and the profits are uncalled for. Look, but this time we finally beat Big Pharma.
We beat Medicaid. Remember him in the debate?
And I might add, with no help from Republicans, not a single Republican voted for this bill, period. Not one in the entire Congress. Now, the reason I say that is not to make a political point about them, not if they had gotten their lesson, but guess what? They want to, the guy we're running against, what's his name? Donald Dump or Donald whatever. They want to get rid of this, what we passed. They're fighting to get rid of what we've just passed. No, I'm serious.
Because there's probably something wrong with it, y'all.
Passed the Inflation Reduction Act thanks to the
there's something wrong with it, then.
Kamala made it possible. Well, it really matters. For example, take the insulin needed to treat diabetes. Guy who invented that insulin 100 years ago didn't put a patent on it because he wanted it to be available for everybody. He didn't even patent it. Well, guess you know how much it cost those companies to make that insulin? $10, T-E-N. That's the God's truth. $10, number one. Number two, to package it and ship it, you might get it up to $13. But they were charging up to $400 a month for it. But now they can't charge more than $35 a month.
Well,
it's a big deal.
I think if he's right, I don't know. I haven't fact checked this right now because this is, but they usually put a bill in and a whole bunch of other crap in the bill, which they need to stop doing that, by the way. So there was probably some BS all stacked into one big bill, and it was probably like, whoa, there was some probably bullshit in there. They're like, no, we ain't voting for that. It's crazy. Now, that's what I'm assuming, because why would you not vote for lowering costs? So I don't know if I'm buying what he's selling right here, that none of the Republicans would want lower costs for the elderly. That's just absurd. I guess that's the new slogan. Thank you, Joe. Damn. This is terrible. I'm sorry. But yeah, it's titled They're Delivering a Speech on Lower Drugs. But damn, this is supposed to be her campaigning and stomping for president. This is horrible.
Look, $35 a month. These guys still make enormous profits. That's 3 times what it costs them to make it. The initial legislation capped the cost for everyone on who needed that insulin. How many of you know anybody needs insulin for diabetes? Raise your hand. Okay, well, guess what? For the next 3 months we got here, I'm not leaving here, and Kamala, when she's president, going to make sure if we don't get it done, everybody should qualify for that $35 a month. Every American. I mean it.
God have mercy if she gets elected.
Folks, that's not all. The same law we wrote, means starting in January
Sounds like they're in a
of
gym.
this year, every senior in the United States of America, no matter what their cost of drugs, and like I said, some of these cancer drugs are $12,000 a year. Every single penny they spend, they never have to spend more than $2,000 a year for all drugs. All drugs. And we're going to fight to make sure everyone qualifies for that as well.
Okay, move on. You told us what you're going to do. Now what else are you going to do to fix the country?
Here's the point people don't talk enough about.
Move on.
It saves the taxpayers billions of dollars.
Why did Kamala need Biden to come out here and tell us about this program that they want to pass to lower drug costs for everyone? Why is she not doing it? Why? I mean, he kind of regurgitated everything that she just said a minute ago, right? When she introduced him. Shouldn't he be introducing her? What the hell is going on here? This is just really bizarro. Let's use their term. This is just weird. This is just weird. You're stomping for president. Okay, hit the highlights. Okay, you want to pass this? Great. That's great. That's great. Tell me, what else are you going to do? You're going to tell us how you're going to fix what you've destroyed. Tell us that. That's what I want to know. How are you going to fix it?
What we've done so far will save the taxpayers over the next 10 years $160 billion.
You always come up with these big names.
I mean it.
So soon as Harris starts talking about the border, how can she talk about it? How's she going to bring up, we're going to close the border? Because everybody's going to go, well, why didn't you do that already? She already said when she was governor or whatever she was, or senator, whatever she was, when she was in San Francisco or California, she was asked. She was all for sanctuary cities. So the whole United States is a sanctuary country. How is she going to defend or talk about taking care of the border? Because I think that's number one on my list, and most Americans as well. Cost of groceries, the border. Let's stop these wars. Let's stop sending money to everybody. What the hell? How is she going to tell us about the border when she was the border czar? This is their nightmare. Our country right now is from their 4 years of their nightmare. So, folks, y'all want to give them 4 more years? Guess what? We deserve what we get. That's what I said when they got elected, because I was like, damn, I couldn't believe they got elected. He's been a gaffe for forever. Yes, I used to listen to his gaffes on Rush Limbaugh. What has Biden done? Nothing. He's a goofball.
Because they don't have to pay the exorbitant price that Medicare had to pay before.
Oh, my God.
They pay $35 instead of $400. Folks, and those savings are only going to increase for American taxpayers because it matters. Look, but that's not all the Inflation Reduction Act did. Last summer, I announced under that law, Medicare is going to select, and it's already passed law, 10 drugs a year, going up to 20 till we get every single drug every year. Drugs treat from everything from heart failure, blood clots, kidney disease, arthritis, blood cancers, and more. And today, I'm proud to announce that Medicare has reached agreement with all manufacturers on all 10 drugs selected in the first round of negotiations. The new lower prices for all 10 drugs will go into effect in January of 2026, not this January, next January. Negotiations cut the price of these 10 drugs for Judy and others who are on Medicare nearly 40 to 80%, depending which drug it is. Let me give you one example. Non-insulin diabetes drugs cost $530 a month. Some of you may know that. Guess what? It's now only going to cost $115.
Oh my God, I gotta go vote for him.
By the way, these new prices on 10 drugs would cumulatively mean
I gotta go vote for
$1.5 billion
Harris.
less out of pocket for patients to the drug companies. Lower copays.
It just occurred to me, if he's the one that created this bill, Harris had nothing to do with it. What the hell? He should already be off the stage now. She should be up here for an hour, hammering home, what are you going to do for America? Because this is why I'm watching this, because I want to know. Of course I'm in the Trump camp. There's no big secret, but I listened to Obama's stomping. I want to know what he had to say. And he was just nothing about socialism. I want to know what Harris has to say. I want to know. Hey, she could change my mind. I highly doubt it because obviously her track record is dismal. You know them by their fruit, and their fruit is rotten to the core. Why is he up here for over 30 minutes stomping when she... If he did this bill, fine, great. Move. I want to hear what Harris is going to do. I want to know what she's going to do. Not what Biden has done, and then it's going to be there when he's out of office, or he's hoping that she gets elected to carry on his legacy. And Lord help us, because his legacy is crap.
For many of the 9 million seniors who take these drugs. That's
Good
not
Lord,
all.
how long is this video?
We're also saving the American
Oh, my
taxpayer
God.
because of the new changes. $6 billion a year because Medicare won't have to pay out that much. Imagine that. $6 billion a year. But we could do that for child care and health care and so much more. We're just getting started. Under the law I signed, Medicare can negotiate lower prices for another 15 drugs next year, 15 the following, and 20 after that till every drug is covered.
Okay, so where's all that money? Why didn't you finish building the border? The border was safe. It was closed. We were doing great. Even if you took over office, why did you just go cut holes in the wall and let people out and stop building the wall? Why? We were doing good. Why did you stop?
That's the law. Now. This is another really big deal. It means that Americans can save more money on from life-saving medications they need and deserve. And bring peace of mind. It's hard to explain. Kamala and I are going to keep fighting to lower the prescription drug costs for everyone, not just seniors. It's a fight that we have to continue. But guess what? Surprise, surprise. Big Pharma doesn't want this to happen at all. The pharmaceutical industry last year spent $400 million lobbying the Congress to stop this. $400 million.
You know, the liberals are good at attacking companies. They really are. They pit us against these big companies and big pharma and all of this crap. They do. They pit us against it. There is no way the Trump administration would be against lowering costs for medication. That's ridiculous. It is ridiculous.
Billion. Worked pretty well. They didn't get one Republican voted for against them. They all voted for him. Republican allies.
I bet there was something else in those bills, and there was a reason why.
Negotiate lower drug prices.
There was probably something nefarious.
Kamala and all of us in this room are going to keep standing up for Big Pharma. I fought too damn hard to yield now.
I think they were in bed with them. Look at the vaccines at the beginning. They were with Big Pharma. This doesn't make sense.
And get this. You may have heard about the MAGA Republican Project 2025 plan. They want to repeal Medicare's power to negotiate drug prices. Let Big Pharma back to charging whatever they want. Let me tell you what our Project 2025 is.
Destroy America.
Beat the hell out of them.
Destroy America some more.
I mean it.
Yeah, they're for letting boys in girls' bathrooms. They're for putting tampons in boys' bathrooms. They're for letting boys play in girls' sports. They're for keeping the border open. But oh God, oh no, Trump's bad. He don't want. He wants Big Pharma to just take over and charge y'all massive money. Are y'all buying this bullshit? Good Lord. If this is all they've got, I don't know. Man, what else are they running on?
25 total prescription drugs cost will be capped at $2,000, no matter how expensive they are.
Please let me know.
Some are expensive as $12 a year, $12,000 a month, I should say. Kamala Harris and Democrats in Congress will make sure that $2,000 cap covers everyone, not just seniors as well. Insulin costs, that's $35 for everyone, not just seniors. Our Project 25 will lower prescription drug costs for you, your families, instead of handing Big Pharma a big blank check. And look, and in the process, this is what we don't talk enough about, I don't think. In the process, we're going to save the taxpayer. The budget's going to be reduced by hundreds of billions of dollars. Hear me? Hundreds of billions of dollars. Just the first year, the first thing we passed, it's $160 billion less that the government's going to have to pay out.
Oh my God.
But guess what? It can pay out for education, it can pay out for health care, it can pay out for so much more, or it can just simply reduce the deficit. He has exploded. Folks,
how is he exploded? He hasn't been in office in 3 years.
Folks, there's more. My predecessor and his MAGA friends in Congress tried to repeal the Affordable Care Act, which is a different Obamacare. They tried to repeal it over 50 times.
Yeah, because it needs to go.
Along the way, I made the Affordable Care Act even stronger, protecting a million more Americans with pre-existing conditions.
Okay.
There's over 40 million. MAGA Republicans in Congress don't want to cut Medicare, and so they want to cut Medicare and Social Security. Why? They want to give another. Here's what they're proposing. Just so you know what the budget is. They're proposing another $5 trillion tax cut for the mega wealthy. By the way, this guy we're running against, when he was president, he gave a $2 trillion tax cut to super wealthy. You know what that was? He generated the largest deficit any president has in American history. I love these Republicans talking about cutting spending. You know, we have 1,000
yeah, tell us about cutting spending.
Average tax they pay is 8.2%.
Well, to me, there's a reason. They create jobs. And with all these government regulations, it's making it harder and harder and harder for companies to start up and to hire people. Shit, there ain't no jobs in California because all the businesses are leaving because of the Democrat liberal policies. Guys, folks, this doesn't take a rocket science to figure this out. When whatever liberals get in office and have control of, they destroy. Look at all the cities across America that's run by them. They're dumpster fires. Kamala Harris over in California, dumpster fire, her policies. Defund the police. They're having a hard time hiring police. People are leaving California. If they can afford it, they are getting the hell out. They can't take it no more. New York, Boston, Philadelphia, all of these places are dumpster fires run by liberal Democrats for decades. What the hell? Look at our country right now, run by Democrat liberals. Guys, we're in trouble. I hope people are smart enough to know, don't buy into this bullshit. This is crazy.
Introduced a bill to say that you got to pay a minimum of 25%. You know what that would raise? $500 billion over the next 10 years. Imagine what we could do.
See, the Democrats just want to tax. They just want to tax the shit out of everybody. That's all they want to do. The rich is going to solve the problem by taxing the shit out of them. You know what they do? They pack their stuff up and they go and put their corporations in other countries. It's been happening for decades because of government regulations, government taxes. It costs them a fortune to hire somebody. So they leave. Everybody goes, oh, well, we want things made in America. Yeah, we do. Of course we do. But guess what? Because of our government regulations, they pack up and leave. In a way, you can't blame them. It's because of liberal policies. That's no big secret.
Do with that. Imagine the taxes we can cut for ordinary people. Well, look, Kamala and I have a better idea. We're going to protect Medicare and Social Security and make sure the wealthy pay their fair share. That's how we're going to pay for it. And by the way, that means making the tax code fair. Look, in addition, we're also announced steps to crack down on anti-competitive practices in healthcare. How many of you know we've been going after things called junk fees? Junk health insurance plans. That ones that look affordable. When you take the cover off, you find out there's a number of hidden costs. We're going after them and trying to get rid of them. We're also cracking down on surprise medical billing. For example, when a patient goes in the hospital for surgery, if it turns out his anesthesiologist is not in his network, he's going to get a surprise bill for another $1,000. Well, we're stopping that too. We're protecting 1 million healthcare providers. We're protecting 1 million Americans every month from unexpected medical bills. We're working to ban the use of medical debt on credit reporting. Years ago, I had 2 craniotomies because I had aneurysms. My bill, if I didn't have insurance, was in the hundreds of thousands of dollars. Well, guess what?
He just said he had a craniotomy. What the fuck? What?
It matters. It matters whether or not, if I didn't have insurance the rest of my life, I couldn't do anything.
Well, if he had a brain clot and stuff, this explains what's happening to him now. And I'm not trying to be funny about it because I wouldn't laugh at somebody having an illness. But guys, has anybody heard that he's had this procedure? What the hell? I've never heard of such. I don't know.
I wouldn't be able to buy anything. Wouldn't be able to have a credit. Wouldn't be able to. Now we're going to get rid of health care costs being on your. You have to still owe it, but you don't get your credit doesn't affect it.
How are they going to pay for it? You know, tax the shit out of everybody.
I'm a capitalist. I have no problem with companies making money, but not by price gouging seniors and working families. I grew up in a family where my dad used to say, Joey, a job's about a lot more than a paycheck. It's about your dignity. It's about respect. And I really mean this. This is what he would say. My dad was a well-read guy. I never got a chance to go to college. He'd talk about what we needed to do for ordinary working, hard-working people. We changed the whole way we look at the economy. Used to be this idea of trickle-down economics. Even Democrats accepted it. Some Democratic presidents accepted it. That if you're wealthy, makes a lot of money, it'll trickle down to the rest of us. Well, I didn't notice a single penny trickle down to my dad's kitchen table. But guess what now? We measure everything the following way. We build from the middle out and the bottom up, and if they do well,
y'all really think he was brought up poor? No. It's another one of his stories. Come on. What the hell? This is crazy.
everybody does well. Not a joke. And any money I get to spend as president, I spend it on being made in America by Americans.
Did he keep his paycheck? Yeah, he kept his paycheck. Did his son go make millions of dollars making deals for him in Russia? Guys, he is so corrupt. Is anybody buying this bullshit? And where's Kamala Harris? Why is she not up here saying all of this? He's not running. Why? He's talking like he's running for president. All the rallies I see, Trump is up there for the longest time. Now, there people come up and they talk, but 10 minutes, whatever, and then go. What is going on? She can't talk. She doesn't even do press conferences. Guys, serious.
Americans don't like being played for suckers. We believe we should be patient, but there should be reasonable profits, not unreasonable profits. Look, let me close with this.
Oh, thank
God. It's all about health care. It's about lowering costs for families. It's about fairness and security. It's about the dignity for people like Judy and millions of Americans all across the country. It's exactly what we're doing. There's more we can do for everyone.
Oh, my God.
We can't give up. They told me every major piece of legislation we passed to give us the strongest economy in history and the strongest economy in the world. We got more to do for working people.
Jesus.
By the way, everybody does better when there's more unions.
Wow.
But we're finally getting it done. We can't stop now. We just have to remember who in the hell we are. We're the United States.
Amazon don't want a union. There's another plant out here, a car plant. They had their employees vote. It was Volkswagen. Vote. They said no to union. I was like, wow, really? They didn't want it. Amazon doesn't want it. Unions used to mean something. Now, it's just corrupt. Teachers union. Good Lord. Guys, most unions are terrible.
States of America. There is nothing beyond our capacity in this country to work together. Nothing.
Oh, my God.
I'll tell you what, I thank God that in the last 3 months I'm President of the United States, I was able to finally get done what I tried to get done when I was a young senator at 30 years old. Thank you, God. Thank you. God bless you all, and may God protect our troops.
I don't know about y'all, but that was pathetic. That was terrible. I mean, damn. Let's see. You gotta be shitting me. That's it. Wow. Well, I am going to conclude with I am just perplexed. Okay, Biden's still alive. Everybody's wondering. Somebody in my household the other day, well, we wonder if he's still alive. Who's running the country? Because it ain't him. So they had him come out before nap time and dinner time, literally. Does everybody wonder why? Does this seem weird? Harris's rallies, all she does is introduce other people to come up and yap, and she's not giving she's not up there stomping like you normally see somebody running for president do? Give us your pinpoint of what you're going to be doing to save this country from what you've done to it. I can't wait to see her debate Trump. Now, they need neutral ground, okay? He don't want to be on ABC or PMSNBC. She don't want to be on Fox. I don't know how they're going to get neutral ground, but man, what a firestorm it would be, because how is she going to defend their record on the border, the crime? How are they going to do it? Allowing all these wars going on, sending buku money. How is she going to do it? How is she going to defend it? I don't see how she can. It's just going to be insane. Well, this was pretty good. This is one of my first live streams. I did one earlier, and, just navigating through everything. I kind of put it on private because I didn't know what to do. I didn't know what to do, but here we go. This is my second one, and this one went a little better. I need a plan, right? I need a plan. And this new technology and all of this stuff. Plus, I'm limited on what I can do with the things I have. But thank you for joining me. You guys have a great day. I'm going to try to do this again because that was kind of fun watching that. I mean, I've seen a lot of the Trump rallies, and I liked them. They're good. He's funny. He's hilarious when he's calling Biden stupid and Harris stupid. It's hilarious. I love it. I mean, sometimes you don't know what he's going to say, and that's what makes it great. That's what makes it great. But I want to catch another Harris rally. I want to know. I haven't seen one. I don't know what the hell she stands for. I really don't. I mean, I could name off 3 things Trump stands for: closing the border, stopping the wars, bringing down the costs of inflation, getting food prices back to normal. Drill, baby, drill. Get them gas prices down. I can know what he's going to want to do. What does Harris want to do? She wants to continue Biden's plan of let's just lower the Medicaid prices for drugs because the big pharma is so evil. What the hell? Okay, that's one thing, and that's a good thing. What else are you going to do? You've done screwed us up. What are you going to do? Let me know. What are you going to do? Guys, have a great day and have a blessed day. Thank you very much.